defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Williams. Bulldozes his way through. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Off play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Cuevas. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Horton. Touchdown, Bama! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hampton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Rush is on him. With the catch, it's Miller. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air, looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The short hands. It's Bernard. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Play number 10 on this series. Looking to throw at Simpson. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. The give is to Miller. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He wants it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Got room on the return. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving it.
He wants to go deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. They feed him again. Fights off the defender. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. This should be the last play of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Got a man. It's Williams. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off time, and a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Got his man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Steps away. And he'll finish the line and the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You could play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Now he's going to break the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Here we go. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights.
Pulls in the deep ball. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun. Now, LaNorris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs like throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy plays sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body. And you better look out, college football.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He's going to run it. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes. They do it with ease.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Across the 25, he's got room. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Still looking, on the move. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Caught near the sticks, it's Bernard. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Miller with the ball. Breaks the tackle.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's Bernard. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bernard. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job.
He lets one fly deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, this defense hasn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. Turning it on. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Wow, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half. When you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Takes the easy completion. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open, live to fight.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Out of bounds at the 18, and man, do they have great field position now. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open grain.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
35, Alabama, 21.
Coming out with it, it's Hampton. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but
sends it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. The short hands, it's Horton. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the...
It's complete. And he's into the end
receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Lost to fire on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Sellers. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up in different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. The give from the gun. And that's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still running at the 40. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Setting up the screen. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. They'll go to the ground. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got the 1st down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up-tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play. Dropped it.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Nestled just inside that right upright. And guys, they've taken the lead, and now the stage is set for the end of this one.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hampton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air, it's Simpson. The throw. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
Working the middle. Knocked off his feet.
And why would you not go back to it? I mean, he's caught everything thrown his way. He's been the focal point of this offense. They need a play late in the football game. They find him again. If I'm this defense, I got to make sure I'm doing everything I can to take him away.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here's the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Makes the catch. It's Miller. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots.
He's got it at the 30. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's loose down the middle. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Oh, they're after him. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. It's incomplete, and this This ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
And I'm curious if that shot right there to the end zone was the offense's way of being aggressive. And now they take the field goal because a field goal ties this thing up. Big decision for this offense upcoming. Do I take the field goal, the guaranteed tie, or do I keep the gas pedal to the floor and be aggressive?
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And with 4 seconds left, this one to save the game. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they tie it up, fellas, here in the final second.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Flushed out of the pocket. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Slings it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He'll put, turning it on. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, and it doesn't get bigger than that, guys. Overtime, 4th down, someone's got to come up with that play, and there was no question who that was going to be.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Skips away from pressure. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, South Carolina! They strike first in overtime. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
This time he's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job.
Touchdown time! They got the score. Now we'll see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by one, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
We play on. First down here in the second overtime period. Got his man downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Trying to find the end zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Cuevas. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They've got a little work to do here on third and goal in overtime.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They're going for the touchdown here on fourth and goal in overtime. Wants to throw it. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to go up top on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on it today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Find space on the right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make points.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on fourth down in overtime. Oh, they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.